Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a great day. We're going to get started here with a collective reading for Cancer. So pull up a chair, have a seat, let's get started. I'm going to start with the Witch's Tarot and see what we got going on here. Past, present, future. My grandmother taught me how to shuffle back when I used to play gin rummy with her all the time. She taught me how to shuffle. I miss her so much. All right. What do we have going on for Cancer? Oh, whoa, that was quick. Page of Wands for past situation here. Okay, so you were having a lot of fun learning something new about either an occupation or going back to school or in training or starting a new job, learning something new, and not just learning but starting something new, taking action. And so, you know, the wands are also symbolic of fire. And so a page of fire could be, you know, a mischievous kid who's up to no good kind of thing. That could also be the situation here, but let's keep going and see what we got going on here for your present situation. The Lovers. This is so weird. I just finished a reading for Gemini, and the Lovers is a Gemini card. I got the Lovers in a different deck in the same position. All about harmony. It's all about love. It's all about, it could be self-love. It could be love for another. It's all about harmony and working together, partnership, friendship, love, harmony, taking the love that you have to another level, becoming more committed to it and more focused on learning new ways to love, love yourself, love others. It's definitely a process for you, and but this is pretty magical that just came up again. And I used this deck, but not for the first three. All right, so the first card that came out was the Nine of Wands. That's a great card too, because this is all about someone who's conquered a lot, who's accomplished a lot. They fought the fight. Yeah, they're still trying, they're still working, they're still a warrior. But look at all the wands that are sprouting with blossoms and leaves behind them and around them. So they have accomplished a lot, and they're here to say that they can do it again. And this is also symbolic of fire as well. Like I said earlier about the wands, we got fire, earth, fire. Okay. All right. So another card came out, the Four of Cups. This is also with this nine of wands. Nine. Yeah. Make sure it was nine. Anyway, a lot of times when this card comes up, when the Four of Cups comes up, I think about how, you know, sometimes when we set goals, we have this idea in our mind about what that goal is going to look like when we achieve it. And sometimes we get halfway to our goal and we realize that the outcome is not nearly as glamorous and spectacular as we had imagined in the beginning. And so we get stubborn. Children will do this. They get stubborn and pout. They want their way. They don't care if they're what they have in front of them is good enough. All they care about is what they don't have. And they know they got a glimmer of something somewhere that shed light to them to think there's more coming. And so there's always this anticipation of more coming, more coming. Never, you know, this is in the well, this is a kid under a tree with his arms crossed, looking down, and there's three cups fully upright in front of him, full of love. They're not turned over, they're not behind him, they're in front of him. They're upright, but he's looking down. And there's a mermaid that came in to show him the glimmer of that fourth cup and what that would look like. And all he cares about is getting that fourth cup, even though the three of cups, the three that he has in front of him are full and ready to be used. He doesn't care. All he knows is that he can't have a fourth. So it can be a little immature emotionally, to think this way, but it's very natural as humans to want what you can't have. So, but this is that. So we have that in addition to this conquering, uh, wounded warrior kind of thing, where you've won the battle, you won the war, but you're bruised up a little bit from it. Along with where's the fourth cup? So we'll get some. Let's get some more, from this deck before we leave this deck and go to, some oracles. Let's get a let's get this Page of Wands again. See what we got going on for the Page of Wands. Clarify. Okay, the Seven of Cups. That's also, fantasy, castles in the air. A lot of times we have our mind going at so many different directions. We're so scattered. This is also about indecision, not knowing what you want, dreaming and fantasizing about, oh, I could be a millionaire in a week if I follow this. Oh, wow. You're so, look, squirrel. So you got to be focused. You got to round it up a little bit and focus on what it is you really want, because you can't have it all. So you have to focus your attention on what it is you do want so that you can get there instead of spreading yourself thin and all you've got are these little moments of ideas around, but nothing concrete to do anything with it. Um, excuse me, Page of Cups, the bringer of a message about love. This is, you're learning about love too. This is an immature approach to love. It's a message about love, but it's a very, very innocent type of love. It's, friendship love, is what I think about when this comes to mind. And the waves are there because water is flowing out of that cup. It's a continuous flow, but you're still learning. See how big the waves are around her, and there's, smaller waves that are crashing into rocks. So there's a pretty rocky ocean around her, and this enormous wave crashing on top of her, and she's not even looking. She's like, "Look at my cup," and she's getting ready to get like bombarded with this wave, but she doesn't care. She's learning about love. It's a very immature, innocent way to approach love on the level of the beginning of a relationship, or the beginning of, um, your family. Hi, Ted. Hey, buddy. Everyone say hello to Ted, my enormous rescue dog. He's really Teddy Bear is his name, but we call him Ted. Teddy, Teddy Bear. You gonna say hello to everybody? Say hello, everybody. He's a good boy. All right. So let's keep going here. We got the lovers in a present situation. What do we have going on to clarify these lovers? This Gemini energy, the world, wonderful. The end of a cycle. You're on top of the world. All four elements and all four corners are moving in synchronicity. They're all They've all got a purpose, and they're all coming together to put you on top of the world. Also, this is anytime you see a 10, this is the 21st card in the major arcana, but it is the last card in the major arcana. So this is a completion card. You have completed this task. So the lovers in a completion almost feels like you started out with these, maybe you met them when you were young. You met someone when you both were very young, a Page of Wands and a Page of Cups. You're the Page of Cups, they're a Page of Wands. And in between you, you've got all of this magical the wizard with all of these cups full of random things. It's almost like these kids, you know, they found they found the chocolate, the Willy Wonka chocolate factory, and they don't know what to do with it. They're all over the place. So yeah, that's a really good card. The World card, your completion card. After that, you've gotten into a mature type of love, and and you are you've met your twin flame. You're with your twin flame, um, and this is the world blessing it and telling you that you're in the right place at the right time, and you are right on the money where you should be right now. Very good card. Let's go ahead and see what we got for the Four of Cups. The Knight of Cups, another message about love. This is, instead of learning about love, this is the bringer of a message about love. Um, you know, in this moment, the knight is not moving. Usually they walk slow. It looks like they're walking very slowly, but it's very ornate. They've got, you know, the cape on the horse and the cape on the knight. The knight in shining armor. This is all about love. Knight in shining armor is coming. That's really good. That's really good. I love this. All right, so I'm going to do some tea leaf oracles and see what we got here. What's going on? It's a page of cups. I'm going to let that fall, let it be on the floor. This deck is so big, it's really hard to do this, but I love these. They're so cute, and I don't know, I love the messages. Maybe I should just do half of it at a time. Something's happening in August. Okay, something did happen in August. I don't know if this is last year or not, but this new relationship, this young new relationship happened in August. There's a fair man. Here's the August, and here's the fair man. Dealings of a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So this happened in August with a fair man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay. Let's go with the World card. What do we have for the World? Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from above, protection from harm. So there is an angel that's your guardian angel is helping you and helping you pick your path and guide you in the right direction on that path. This is good stuff. This is also so affirming. Whoa, that one said, pick me, pick me. An ant, work, achievement, and success. You know, insects have their own meanings too, and an ant is representative or symbolic of work, achievement, and success. Success at your job. This is coming. Another one is a broom. New home, new attitudes. You're going to be moving soon. In the not too distant future, you're going to be moving because of a job and a bringer of a love message and an accomplishment. So, what you're doing right now in your job is really setting you up for this new opportunity. Don't get greedy about the money for the opportunity. Yeah, the Four of Cups, just everything else is like lined up, but that Four of Cups to me is still kind of hanging out there, like not happy with what you have and kind of thing. So maybe you aren't happy with what you have at work, and maybe that's why you're going to be better off changing jobs and going to another place where you're more appreciated for all the work that you've done. New home, new attitude, work. This is great. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Let's pull another one for this outcome and see. Besides a broom and an ant, what else? do we have? Pineapple, reconciliation. All right. A rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. I'm not even going to touch that. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Chair, fields, someone new is entering your life. Someone new, you're going to clear out your unclear thinking and this is all about this. Someone new is entering your life. What was once unclear thinking is now clear. This person is making everything clear. You're reconciling. This could be someone from your past, but be very careful. Be very careful because what this is pointing out to me is this past relationship was something that happened when you were children or teenagers, um, and you didn't know anything about love or relationships, but it evolved into something a lot more, or it helped you evolve into being able to be in a healthy, loving relationship, which you are in right now. And you have a guardian angel who is working with you to make sure that you're on the right path and you stay focused. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a really hard time breathing right now. Oh, we're almost done, so I'm not going to stop. But so you have a lot going on. You've accomplished a lot. You're not satisfied in your job. You saw a blink of some optimism coming your way through maybe an opportunity for another job, and you have much success coming your way with a new opportunity, a new job, maybe even a new someone knows obviously. It could be possibly a reconciliation. Also, muddled, unclear thinking. I keep feeling like you had some unclear thinking about this job before when you were younger, but you've evolved now and you have a really strong foundation for home and love and family, and all of that is working in your favor right now. But in the future, you have achievements, but you're a little bruised up. You want more. More is coming. You're manifesting it. And then you've got working hard, achievement, success, a reconciliation from someone new coming into your life. It could be a new home. Okay, so you've once had a muddied, unclear thought patterns around this when you were younger. Now you've evolved. Now you're ready. You could not have gotten this opportunity had you not gone through what you've been through in your relationships, because and there could have been too much attention paid to sex in the past when you were younger, but you've evolved past that. So therefore, I don't know how this is connected to a job. So we're going to find out. Let's do some mm, I want to do money matters, but let's do money matters. Too much concern with sexual matters. I don't know where the rabbit's coming in here, but I want to get a clarification on this outcome card. Shit. You always take a risk of that happening when you do that. So, warning. All right, money moves. Money matters deck. We're just gonna start out here from the forest, muddied and unclear thinking. What does that mean? Mind power. Use your intelligence, analyze data, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. This is about manifestation, the law of attraction. Be happy with what you've got. Be grateful for everything. It's going to set you up for your future. Yes, you've been bruised. Yes, you've been hurt. We all have. But you're coming out of this because you still have hope. You have a skill set that is unique. And your relationships, your main loving relationship, either with yourself or with someone else right now, is setting you up for a shift in your career, in your work. And if you follow your instinct and listen to your hunch, you're going to walk into and use your mind to manifest what you want, and you're going to get it. But you have to be able to adopt that mindset first. So be grateful for every single thing you have every single day. Just be grateful over and over again for different things every day. Because what that's going to do is set you up to attract more of it into your life. I promise you, it happens every time. It's not just about wishful thinking and doing affirmations. It's not about that. That is part of it. It can be, but that's not all of it. Look at law of attraction. Research it if you haven't already, because this is something that you once you master this, it's going to open all kinds of doors for you. Like really, seriously. Fruits of labor. It's time to reap the fruits of your labor and become rich. Rich gain is here. You're going to come into a windfall. It's going to be a surprise. An unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. Be ready for change. We're always growing, evolving. We're never going to stay the same. That's one thing we can be absolutely sure of. So be adaptable, be flexible, be ready. You're going to be surprised at how this takes over your life. Let's do one more. Sweet success. It's not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. Go get it. Your mind is the first place to achieve everything that you need to achieve. Cancer, you got it. You know, a lot of times we can be harder on ourselves than anybody else, and cancer is no different. Their cancer is hard on the outside like the crab, soft and sweet on the inside. They keep that shell. For cancer, you keep your shell up because you don't want to get hurt. But if you don't get hurt, it means you're not living, you're not loving. I mean, you have to we all have to take a risk every day. But this is going to pay out for you in a big way. I hope this resonates with you. If you've made it this far, thank you for your patience, and also thanks for subscribing. It is totally free, and it helps me make more videos to bring to you on a daily basis. So thank you so much for doing that. Also, comment below. Let me know how this reading resonates with you, and also where you're from. I'd love to, or where you are right now. I'd love to hear from you. Again, thanks so much for being here, Cancer. I will see you next time. Take care.